Welcome back to the Gold IRA Blueprint Podcast. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into Augusta Precious Metals. They're a company making waves in the world of gold and silver IRAs. So if you're looking for ways to safeguard your retirement in times like these, when the economy feels, well, a little shaky, you're in the right spot.
You got it. We're going to be exploring those ways gold and silver can kind of shore up your retirement portfolio. And we're going to see exactly where Augusta fits into all of that.
Now we're basing this deep dive on an in-depth review published on Gold IRA Blueprint. Our team of experts put it together and, of course, fact-checked it thoroughly. And speaking of blueprints, don't forget you can download our free checklist at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. It's designed to help you pick the perfect gold IRA company for your needs. All right, let's get down to business. Augusta Precious Metals. What's the story with these guys?
Well, Augusta Precious Metals, they're headquartered in Casper, Wyoming. Their bread and butter is gold and silver IRAs. And they've really earned a solid reputation for making the whole process easy peasy.
I've also heard they've got some pretty stellar ratings, not just from their customers, but also from those organizations. You know, the ones that keep tabs on business practices?
Absolutely. Augusta Precious Metals. They boast an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they're also accredited by the Business Consumer Alliance. That kind of recognition speaks volumes about their commitment to doing things the right way.
Okay, so let's say you're thinking about a gold IRA, you're doing your due diligence, and you stumble upon Augusta Precious Metals. What happens next? What's the process like?
Well, they've broken it down into 3 simple steps. First things first. You create an account with Augusta. Then you transfer your existing retirement funds over to your new IRA account. Finally, you team up with their experts to buy the specific gold or silver products you want.
Got it. Sounds pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's not as simple as clicking a couple buttons online, right?
You're right. There's a little more to it than that, especially when you're dealing with something as crucial as your retirement savings. But that's where Augusta's support system really steps up to the plate. They provide continuous guidance throughout the whole process, and they have a mountain of educational resources to help you understand every single step. They even offer webinars and seminars, which is a really nice touch.
That's critical. When you're dealing with something as complex as a gold IRA, it's essential to have someone walking you through it, explaining everything in plain English.
Couldn't agree more. And you know what else? They're famous for being totally transparent with their pricing. No hidden fees, no surprise charges. Something that's sadly not always a given in this industry.
Yeah, transparency is key,
Yeah.
especially with long-term investments. So let's talk about the fun part, the gold and silver. What kind of products does Augusta have on offer?
Well, they've got a fantastic selection to choose from. We're talking gold and silver coins, bars, and of course, options specifically designed to be IRA eligible. You can purchase these outright with cash, or you can roll over funds from your existing retirement accounts.
Wow, so many choices. Anything particularly intriguing that catches your eye? Something that would appeal to both investors and history buffs?
They offer some really cool coins with historical significance, like the peace dollar and the Morgan silver dollar. They were minted in the early 1900s. And they're super sought after by collectors. Imagine holding a piece of history in your hand. And it also happens to be a solid silver investment.
That's awesome. It's like a tangible connection to the past. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of extra shine in their portfolio? I know a lot of people are drawn to gold and silver bars. Does Augusta offer those too?
They do, and for good reason. Bars are a more cost-effective way to invest in precious metals. Their premiums are generally lower compared to coins, so you get more bang for your buck. More pure gold or silver for your money.
Makes perfect sense. You mentioned IRA eligible options earlier. Can you remind us what that means exactly? Why are some products allowed in an IRA and others aren't?
Well, it all boils down to IRS regulations. The IRS has very specific rules about the purity and type of metals allowed in a self-directed IRA. Augusta makes it crystal clear which products meet those requirements, so you can invest with confidence and avoid any headaches down the road.
Right. Super important. So we've covered what Augusta Precious Metals is, how it works, but let's get down to brass tacks. Why would someone choose to invest with Augusta, especially when there are other gold IRA companies out there?
Well, the biggest reason in my book is diversification. Adding gold and silver to your retirement portfolio can help spread your risk and potentially shield your savings from the roller coaster ride of the stock market.
Right. It's the classic, don't put all your eggs in one basket advice. But how exactly do gold and silver provide that protection?
Well, think about it this way. Gold and silver have intrinsic value. They're tangible, finite resources that have been considered valuable for centuries, unlike paper currency. They're not subject to the whims of governments or central banks.
So they're kind of like an insurance policy against inflation and currency devaluation.
Precisely. And historically, during times of economic or geopolitical uncertainty, gold and silver have often acted as a safe haven, holding their value while other assets take a nosedive. For example, in the 1970s, gold's price skyrocketed over 800% during a period of runaway inflation. It significantly outperformed many traditional investments.
Wow. That's a powerful example. It really highlights how gold can hold its value when other investments are struggling.
It does. And in addition to diversification and potential protection, Augusta also offers a few other perks worth mentioning. Their customer service is consistently top-notch, and their pricing is super competitive. And again, no hidden fees. A huge plus in this industry.
Transparency is always a good sign. It seems like Augusta really goes the extra mile to build trust with their clients.
Yeah, they really do. And it's not just talk, it's baked into their whole approach. What's really interesting here is their emphasis on education. They want you to get why a gold IRA might be a good fit for you, not just try to sell you on it.
Makes sense. After all, we are talking about people's hard-earned retirement savings. It's not something you want to just jump into without feeling good about your decision. So what are some of the ways Augusta educates their clients?
Oh, they've got a whole range of resources, from articles and webinars to even in-person educational conferences. They cover the basics like how gold IRAs work and the different types of precious metals. But they also go deeper into things like market trends, IRA regulations, even the history of gold as an investment.
So they cater to everyone, from beginners who are just starting to learn about gold IRAs to more seasoned investors who want to dig into the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. It's all about empowering you with knowledge so you can make informed decisions about your retirement savings. And this focus on education is a big reason why they get such rave reviews. People feel respected and valued when a company takes the time to educate them instead of just trying to make a quick sale.
It creates a sense of trust and partnership, which is so important when you're entrusting someone with your financial future. Now, we talked earlier about some of the unique products Augusta offers, like those historically significant coins. Can you tell us a bit more about those? What makes them so special?
Well, coins like the Peace Dollar and the Morgan Silver Dollar, they're not just beautiful pieces of history. They're also highly sought after by collectors. They were minted in the early 20th century, known for their stunning designs and high silver content. Imagine owning a piece of American history that also has the potential to grow in value over time.
That's a powerful combination. Tangible history and potential financial growth. It's like owning a piece of art that also happens to be a smart investment.
Precisely. And it's important to remember that not all gold and silver coins are created equal. Some are more rare or have more historical significance, which can impact their value. Augusta can help you navigate those nuances and choose coins that align with your investment goals and your personal interests.
Speaking of guidance, let's talk about the practicalities of a gold IRA. When you invest in a gold IRA with Augusta, where are the actual precious metals stored?
That's a great question. Augusta partners with highly reputable custodians who specialize in storing precious metals for IRAs. These custodians have state-of-the-art facilities designed to protect your assets from theft, damage, or loss.
So you're not stashing gold bars under your mattress or anything like that.
Definitely not. These custodians have multiple layers of security, including vaults, alarms, surveillance systems, and insurance. Plus, Augusta is very careful about choosing custodians who are financially stable and have a strong track record.
That peace of mind is essential, especially when we're talking about retirement savings. Now, zooming out a bit, why might someone choose a gold IRA over other types of retirement investments? What are the key advantages?
Well, we've touched on this already, but diversification is a major one. Gold and silver historically have a low correlation with the stock market, meaning they often move in opposite directions. So when stocks are down, gold and silver may hold their value or even increase, helping to balance out your portfolio.
It's like having a safety net for your retirement savings. When one part of your portfolio is struggling, the other part might be holding strong. And then there's the inflation protection aspect we talked about earlier. Can you remind us how that works?
Sure. Inflation, as we all know, erodes the purchasing power of your money over time. Your dollars just don't buy as much as they used to. Gold and silver, on the other hand, have historically had their value during periods of inflation. In fact, some people see them as a way to preserve wealth. During times of economic uncertainty,
So they're like a store of value, a way to safeguard your savings from the erosive effects of inflation. Now, I know some people are hesitant about gold and silver because they see it as a risky or speculative investment. What would you say to those folks?
well, every investment has its risks, of course. But gold and silver have been considered valuable assets for centuries. They've survived wars, depressions, and countless other economic upheavals. They offer a tangible asset, something real you can hold in your hand, which can be very appealing. In a world where so much of our wealth is tied up in digital accounts.
I've heard people describe gold as a crisis commodity, something that people flock to when they're worried about the economy
Yeah,
or the stability of the financial system.
that's a good way to put it. And while no investment is completely immune to risk, gold and silver have a track record of holding their value over the long term. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about protecting your wealth and achieving a sense of stability in an unpredictable world.
Speaking of achieving stability, if you're just tuning in and the idea of a gold IRA is piquing your interest, we have a fantastic resource for you. It's our free checklist, available at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. It's packed with valuable information that can help you choose the right gold IRA company for your needs.
It's a great tool to have, especially if you're comparing different companies and trying to decide what's best for you.
Now back to Augusta Precious Metals. One of the things that really stands out to me is their dedication to transparency. They've been very upfront about their pricing, fees, and process, and they don't engage in those high-pressure sales tactics. You know, the ones you sometimes see in the financial industry.
That's right. They're more focused on educating and empowering their clients, rather than pushing them into a decision that they might not fully understand.
It's refreshing to see a company that prioritizes client education and transparency over aggressive sales tactics. And their commitment to ethical business practices is also reflected in their impressive reputation. We talked about their A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, but what else can you tell us about their track record?
Well, they've consistently received top ratings and positive reviews from customers, as well as recognition from reputable publications like Money Magazine and Investopedia. This positive feedback highlights their commitment to customer satisfaction and their ability to deliver on their promises.
It sounds like they've really built a solid reputation for themselves, which is no easy feat in today's competitive market. And their leadership team also seems to have a strong background in finance and customer service. What can you tell us about the people behind the company?
Augusta is led by a team of seasoned professionals with a wealth of experience in the financial industry. They're passionate about helping people achieve their retirement goals, and they bring a unique blend of expertise, integrity, and customer focus to the table.
So it's not just a faceless corporation. It's a company driven by real people who are committed to their clients' success. And their commitment to customer service is evident in every aspect of their business, from their educational resources to their personalized consultations.
It definitely is. They're not just selling gold and silver, they're providing a comprehensive service that includes education support and a genuine understanding of their clients' needs.
Yeah, it really sounds like they've struck that perfect balance between expertise and approachability.
You said it.
You get the feeling they're not just trying to make a sale. They genuinely care about helping you make the right choices for your retirement.
Absolutely. And you know that focus on education and empowerment, it's especially important with something like a gold IRA. It can be a bit intimidating at first.
Yeah, it's not something they teach you in school. Most people don't just wander into the world of gold IRAs. They're out there actively searching for alternative ways to protect their savings, especially in times like these, when things are so uncertain.
Exactly. And Augusta gets that. They understand their clients might come to them with a mix of curiosity and maybe even a little bit of hesitation. So they bend over backwards to make the whole process feel safe and transparent, easy to grasp.
Almost like they're taking the mystery out of precious metals investing, making it accessible to everyday folks who just want to secure their financial future.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And that approach shines through in everything they do, from their clear-cut educational materials to their patient and knowledgeable customer service team.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the why behind Augusta Precious Metals, their commitment to customer service, transparency, education. But let's shift gears and zoom in on the what, the actual nuts and bolts of their operation. What are some things potential investors should look for when choosing a gold IRA company? What sets Augusta apart from the pack?
Well, first things first, you got to make sure the company is reputable and trustworthy. Look for accreditation from the Better Business Bureau, positive customer reviews, recognition from reliable financial publications. Augusta ticks all those boxes. They've got a long-standing A-plus rating with the BBB, and they consistently earn high praise from their clients.
Okay, so reputation is key. What else?
Fees and pricing are super important too. You want to make sure you understand exactly what you're paying for, that there are no hidden costs lurking around the corner. Augusta is well known for transparent pricing and their commitment to no hidden fees. They even offer a price match guarantee, which is a nice perk.
That's a good sign. Shows they're confident in their pricing, not afraid to go head-to-head with the competition. What about the actual process of setting up and managing a gold IRA? Is it a headache?
It can be, but Augusta's got you covered. They've streamlined the process, made it as user-friendly as possible. They walk you through every step, from opening an account to picking your precious metals and setting up storage with a reputable custodian.
So they hold your hand through the whole thing. That kind of support can be really reassuring, especially if you're new to this whole gold IRA scene. Speaking of storage, that's something I've always wondered about. Where are these gold and silver IRAs actually kept from?
Augusta teams up with super secure IRS-approved depositories located all across the country. These depositories specialize in storing precious metals for IRAs. They have multiple layers of security, armed guards, surveillance systems, insurance. The works.
So it's not like you're just keeping your gold bars in a safe deposit box at your local bank.
Not even close. These depositories are built to meet the IRS's specific requirements for gold IRAs. They provide a level of security and peace of mind you just wouldn't get from a regular bank.
Right, that makes sense. Now let's zoom out a bit and talk about the bigger picture, the overall investment landscape. We're in a time of massive economic uncertainty, inflation through the roof, stock market all over the place, geopolitical risks popping up left and right. How does all this impact the decision to invest in precious metals?
Well, historically, gold and silver have been seen as safe havens during turbulent times. When people are worried about the economy or their money losing value, they often turn to precious metals as a way to preserve their wealth.
It's kind of like an insurance policy against economic turmoil.
Exactly. They can provide a sense of stability and security when other investments are on a roller coaster ride. With the current economic climate, it's no surprise that more and more people are considering gold and silver as part of their retirement plan.
It's like diversifying your portfolio with a little peace of mind built in. And if this is something you're thinking about, don't forget about our free checklist. It's at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. It can really help you navigate the world of gold IRAs and find the right company for you.
Definitely worth a look. It's a super valuable tool for anyone serious about safeguarding their retirement nest egg.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about Augusta Precious Metals, their commitment to transparency, customer service, their wide range of products, the benefits of gold and silver IRAs, and how crucial it is to choose a reputable company. What are some key takeaways for our listeners? What should they keep in mind when planning their retirement strategy?
The biggest takeaway, in my view, is diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially in today's crazy world. Think about adding alternative assets like gold and silver to the mix. They can help protect you against inflation and economic storms.
And if you're looking for a trustworthy partner to guide you through all of this, Augusta Precious Metals is definitely worth checking out. Their dedication to education, transparency, and customer service is truly remarkable.
Couldn't agree more. They've built a stellar reputation, and they're truly dedicated to helping their clients reach their retirement goals.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into Augusta Precious Metals. Hope you found it helpful and informative. As always, you can snag our free checklist at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive. We'll help you pick the perfect gold IRA company. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and take good care of your future.